What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get into it. Killer Mike, he has made it clear that he is not getting paid by the Bernie Sanders campaign because a Twitter follower questioned Killer Mike's integrity, accusing him of accepting money from the Vermont senator in exchange for support of his presidential bid. So Killer Mike said, keeping it really real, I accept no money, all caps, from any politician. I'm already rich. He said, if I'm a regular everyday black person in America and at Boots Riley, at Mr. Chuck D, and at Killer Mike all agree on the same presidential candidate, I'm really have to consider that candidate because these three in music and real life action really give a damn. That's what's up. Wow. Moving on, y'all. Spike Lee says that the Knicks owner is harassing him. He said he's being harassed by the Knicks owner, James Dolan. It all started when Spike Lee, who was arguably the franchise's most famous fan, couldn't get into the game like he always does, using the door that he always uses for more than 2 decades. So the Knicks released a statement saying that it's false controversy. Spike Lee is lying and that he is welcome to come to Madison Square Garden via the VIP or the general entrance. And Lee said he will not be attending any more games this season. Now that's crazy.
And
every time
he need to make that right.
Yeah.
Spike Lee is pretty much the face of the New York
28 years.
Absolutely.
Come on,
yes,
dude.
and he is always there. Every time you watch the game, they zoom in on Spike Lee. Always there for the past 2 decades. So that makes no sense to me. All right, y'all, moving on. The Queen done told Prince Harry he will always be welcome back. So does this mean he gonna be going back to be a royal? Well, after weeks of understandable tension following the news that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are intending to step down from their royal duties, it appears that the relationships between the members of the royal family are thawing out. Despite the reported disappointment over the decision, Queen Elizabeth, she told Harry that he will always be welcome back to the royal family. The Duke of, how you say it, Gary? The Duke of Sussex? The Duke of Sussex met with his grandmother.
Big ass teeth.
He met with his grandmother for a fireside lunch, darling, of poached salmon and salad before a tea and scones and cucumber sandwiches, and they had a good heart-to-heart talk. Oh, darling. It was the first time the Queen has had a chance to talk to Harry on his own and really find out what his plans are. It was much more relaxed with the environment, and they both were able to speak their minds. That's good. Well, last but not least, y'all, Bow Wow said he don't know if he's ready to settle down yet. And he always catching heat online for being kind of corny, but his Mac game, you got to admit, has always been kind of strong. You know what I'm saying? He's had some of the baddest women in the industry, but he says he's still not ready to settle down. So he went on the reel. He opened up about fatherhood and more. They asked him about settling down, and he said he made it clear that he is not ready to. He said, I don't know if I'm ready yet. You know what? I've been thinking about the idea of me walking down the aisle and all that. I'm not saying it's far to reach, but it's kind of weird seeing myself doing that right now. And as far as settling down, I'm just so focused on what's going on in my career, this tour, and everything I got going on. So if I date somebody, I got to be able to give her my all of my attention. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm one of them dudes. I like my space and I like my time. So that's what Bow Wow said, y'all. Anybody got a comment on what he had to say?
There's nothing wrong with that. You know, I appreciate when a man knows where he's at, so he doesn't end up leading you on. You know, I appreciate the openness.
Right.
A lot of times it's too much for a woman to handle, but I'm here for it.
Okay, well, that concludes the hot spot. I'm your girl, Brad Tat Tat. To catch up on those stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. I'm your girl, Brad Tat Tat. You can catch me on all my social media at Brad Tat Tat.